Well, George, your story about the business of hockey, and we all get tied up in it. Like I can sense the Sharks in the past few weeks. I mean, we've talked about that NHL final, and we've broken down Edmonton and Florida Panthers to death. And it's like we played the game vicariously by talking about it. So we're hooked. But
Yes,
the business of hockey, and
but it's also the role model for the game.
it,
And I think that, I love hockey players like Gordie Howe that would sign every damn autograph. Now it's the business of hockey, and a lot of players brush off the fans, and mainly they brush off the kids. That's unconscionable to me because, unfortunately, a real hero like Tiger Woods messed all up. But, everybody needs heroes. And young kids, if they're going to be good in anything, have to have, a gymnast ahead of them that they admire, or a football player ahead of them that they admire, or a basketball player. They may not be or ever become that athlete, but being a sportsman who cares for kids is really the most important thing in the business of anything. You want to have role models that are going to develop in the game to become lovers of the game and followers of the game, as Wally, we were talking about at the reunion, Dino Friday.
well, I'm more into the student athlete and always have been. I mean, I tried to make pro hockey and played minor pro, but I went into a life of dealing with school students and subjects, but phys ed and coaching different sports, and then of course hockey became one of them. And I think one of the things that actually does happen at the highest level, and maybe not so much at the lowest level, is an appreciation of the opponent and the competitiveness of the opponent. And my simple solution to the dilemma of the business of hockey is not worrying about who's going to win the championship. There's only going to be one winner, but it's what you learn getting there, what you learn trying to get there. And your job, George, and as a coach was, my job as a coach was, and as a player, is to make the opponent better. And that philosophy for me, uh, it can stand up with everything. It's not, I'm going to be better than you, I'm going to make more money than you. Now, I'm going to achieve, and because you taught me, and I learned from losing. And that's really the lesson of life. So,
Well, I go, Wally, to one of the trademark books that I read early in my time, Sun Tzu, The Art of War. And if you're going to know your opponent, you have to know them thoroughly, and you have to be in the shoes of your opponent. And of course, that's respect for your opponent. And now you want to beat them. And so, I'm approaching it the same kind of rationale, but from a little different perspective. And I'll go back to university hockey and Paul Maurice. Paul started when he was 26 years old, I believe, with the Detroit Red Wings. And over time, he's evolved with a number of teams and with Soviet hockey. And he's now, there. And if you saw the players he hugged at the end of the game, Gudjanovic and Prosek and players that were not in the lineup got the first hugs. And that was very significant because he built a team. And even if he didn't play, you were part of that team. but he rolled his lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever. And in the meantime, the Edmonton, wonderful two best players in the game, possibly. But the bottom line was that there wasn't a team there because the players never knew who was going to go out the next shift until they were tapped or told where they were going out. And the ultimate is you win as a team and lose as a team. You win championships with defense, and Edmonton were trying to win championships with offense. That's simplistic, but that's part of the formula. No one respect your opponent. Then